Keep watching for your chance to win the coolest snowbird ever.
John Cameron's wages.
Ed Huntley. David Brink. John Chanson.
Prescription for trouble. Scathing testimony on Capitol Hill today about the health dangers of Vioxx. Why wasn't more done to protect the public? The Clinton legacy. A rainy day and 4 U.S. presidents on hand with thousands of others for the dedication of the Clinton Presidential Library. In contempt, a television reporter. He helped uncover a scandal caught on tape, so why is the reporter now facing jail time? And road hazard. Car versus deer on a collision course and only getting worse.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
Good evening. It was a very tough day for the major pharmaceutical companies in this country and a very unsettling day for the hundreds of thousands of people who depend on some of their most popular drugs. The congressional hearing was called to look into Vioxx. That's the arthritis drug pulled from the market when evidence piled up that it was causing major heart and stroke problems. Why did it take so long? And are there other drugs out there at least as dangerous? We'll begin with NBC's Chip Reid on Capitol Hill tonight.
Vioxx caused more than 100,000 heart attacks or strokes since 1999 and may have killed nearly 28,000 people before it was pulled from the market in September. That, according to a government scientist who has studied Vioxx extensively and illustrated how many lives that is by comparing it to crashes of commercial airliners.
This translates to 2 to 4 aircraft every week in, week out, for the past 5 years.
Graham and 2 other medical researchers told a Senate committee today that for years there were red flags, studies suggesting that Vioxx increased cardiovascular risk.
Only the positive studies, only the studies that show what the company wants are the ones that get published. All the other studies get buried.
The pain of osteoarthritis.
Despite those studies, they said pharmaceutical giant Merck continued to aggressively market the drug with endorsements from celebrities like Dorothy Hamill.
Merck puts patients first.
But the head of Merck told Congress today the company relentlessly pursued research on the safety of Vioxx, but insisted there was no definitive data until recently.
I believed wholeheartedly in Vioxx. In fact, my wife was taking Vioxx, using Vioxx, up until the day we withdrew it from the market.
The Food and Drug Administration, which approved Vioxx, also defended its research.
The cardiovascular risk was examined with a fine-tooth comb. There was no suggestion of cardiovascular risk in those data.
But some senators said the FDA shares the blame.
One of my concerns is that the FDA has a relationship with drug companies that is far too cozy.
The central witness at today's hearing, David Graham, said there are 5 other popular drugs now on the market with serious safety concerns. And he added that the FDA, which he works for, is, quote, incapable of protecting America from another Vioxx. Chip Reid, NBC News, the Capitol.
One of the facts of American life these days is that many prescription drugs are now household names, as familiar as aspirin or cold medicine. Why is that, and what's the effect? NBC's chief science correspondent is Robert Mazzell.
20 million Americans took Vioxx.
Vioxx relieves arthritis pains.
Often, some say, unnecessarily, in response to advertising.
Probably a very small percentage of those who took Vioxx needed Vioxx.
Dr. Marcia Angel, former editor of the New England Journal of Medicine and author of The Truth About the Drug Companies, says there is one big reason why Vioxx and other drugs in the same class, Celebrex and Bextra, became so popular.
They were promoted almost incessantly, and the promotions were very skillful. They conveyed the notion that somehow these drugs were better for treating the symptoms of arthritis, even though there was absolutely no evidence that they were better.
This knee is good. And
doctors say many people only need painkillers such as ibuprofen or naproxone that cost a fraction as much. The one big advantage of the newer drugs is they sometimes lessen stomach-related side effects.
Ask your doctor about
Since 1997, the FDA has allowed drug companies to advertise prescription medications directly to consumers. The companies now spend more than $3 billion a year on the ad.
Talk to your doctor about prescription Celebrex.
Many say the ads, which are featured prominently on this broadcast and many TV shows, play a big role in getting patients to seek expensive and